Hello everybody, Ben Rogers here, the Raptors Digest, reacting to the Toronto Raptors' amazing, historic, remarkable win against the depleted Utah Jazz. Riker, I don't even have the box score in front of me. This has been a chaotic setup. As people don't know, our previous live stream suffered from a weaker computer that was making everything glitchy and all that, so we had to quickly set this up all before. But what was the score of this game? I don't even remember, because all I remember is Fred VanVleet going absolutely nuclear, Riker.
122, 108. Toronto Raptors now 2 games above 500, Ben.
W's!
1 game away from Cleveland in 6th.
Yeah.
So they've almost played their way out of the play-in tournament. Yeah, 1 game behind Cleveland in the standings. Vying for 6th seed, Ben. The 1-minute recap of this game was very painful to watch in the first half.
Yep.
The bank was open, and it wasn't for the Raptors. It was for the Utah Jazz, depleted team that doesn't have Conley or Mitchell or Gobert or O'Neal or Clarkson or Bogdanovich or any of their guys. And then at halftime, the basketball gods had to intervene. There was divine intervention in the form of Fred VanVleet, who on his own came back 15-0 run, 20 points in a row, 3 steals, 1 block, 3 assists, went absolutely crazy. Like you said, you have more energy than me. I took a melatonin pill like an hour ago. I have to wake up early for ski trip tomorrow. So Ben, take it away with the energy and excitement that was Fred VanVleet's third quarter.
Man, Fred VanVleet just... The Raptors, as you said, were struggling. They were down. And keep me updated on the audio as well. I want to make sure that... everything's all good there. Apparently, I came in a little bit loud there, Riker. So, that's always tough. But Fred VanVleet, right? What can we say? This guy, we're talking about him for All-Star, right? Gotta get these animations playing.
If you vote for me, all of your wildest dreams will come true.
Right? We've been telling you to vote. Right, we've been telling you to get out there on the polls. And tonight, Freddie VanVleet, I don't care if you're a Raptors fan, a basketball fan. I don't even care if you don't care about the sport. Everyone's got to get out there and vote for Fred VanVleet, because the Raptors looked shell-shocked. They came out lethargic, sluggish against this Utah Jazz team, and nothing could really get them going. And to give Utah credit, their guys, Hughes, Pascal, they were killing it for that squad. However, Fred VanVleet took the Raptors all the way from their slump and dragged them from the mud single-handedly. And now, I know people say single-handedly all-star carries a team or whatever, but tonight, in that third quarter, Fred VanVleet himself won, what was it, a 17-0 run? 15-0, 17-0, solely by himself, had a 20-odd plus point quarter, completely changed the momentum around, got buckets, threes, buckets in the lane, threes, was blocking shots, looked like Roy Hibbert out there with a black and gold jersey and the verticality there, one possession, was making dimes to Boucher, Precious, whoever it was. He got everyone else going, because then OG and Pascal started turning on a little bit at the end of the game, and Boucher as well. But the greatest triple-double in Raptors history, the highest scoring triple-double, I think the highest previous score for a triple-double, or highest point total for a triple-double, was Vince Carter at 31. Fred VanVleet killed it here tonight with this 37. This is just remarkable. We do have a super chat from Genfro saying, and we got the stuff happening. I'm trying to get these animations going, but super chat. Fred gets a spicy P. The OG Scottie Barnes, the dude of the game, the all-star in the future growth from Genfront. What are your thoughts on that super chat right there?
Don't go giving out that Scottie Barnes award until the time comes. As we know, Ben, the criteria is fluid. So we don't want to give it away too easily.
Criteria is fluid.
It's fluid. But Ben, this was a pretty incredible game. And yeah, that run, it was something spectacular, right? It's a little bit hard to call something historic in live time. But without any reservation or hesitation, Jack and Maddie, they just started saying this is historic. This is the greatest third quarter by a Raptor of all time. It's tough to dispute. because when he's going up, layup, 3-pointer, two shots, another 3-pointer, crosses up, Whiteside, another layup, jump shot in the lane, 2 more, half court, gets a steal. I thought that he was going to hook it up with 0.5 seconds left and hit that buzzer beater at behind half. That would have been epic. But the only thing is you wish fans were there to watch it. But if the fans were there, they might not have even been in the deficit. So it was great. How incredible. Again, you need to be the guy rattling this off because my energy isn't as high as yours right now. But my heartbeat, I was goosebumps, heart beating out of my chest. I was sweating. It was crazy. I didn't feel like we were going to lose that game. I just was curious how far it could go, right? How magical it could become. And it became pretty magical, Ben.
That's the only way to put it. I tried to throw the balloons animation up there but the green screen isn't chromed out of it, so we just have a green screen going and stuff. But man, Fred
janky.
It's janky, but I haven't seen anyone complain about no lags or anything just yet. So hopefully I'm not jinxing the stream. But next one, we were rushed, we were hustling for this, but got the new setup here. However, I do want to talk about Pascal. I thought Boucher played well in this game. OG Trent turned it on as of late, but we can't move away from Fred VanVleet, and we do have a super chat coming in, a big super chat, $10 super chat from Andrew Hill, saying, "Would you at all consider picking up Boogie Cousins for a playoff run?" Well, we just signed DJ Wilson here today. I got a thumbnail done up for a Boogie Cousins video that will be coming at some point tomorrow. I know you're skiing, so it might have to be a solo one. I was hoping to get it done tonight, but work and stuff gets in the way. But yeah, the Boogie discussions can be left for the final alarm and for a whole video tomorrow. Do you want to sound quickly, because it's a solid super chat from Andrew Hill?
My answer is yes, yes, and yes, because even Hassan Whiteside in this one, who only had 7 points, 7 rebounds, 2 blocks, he did look big out there, right? Mm-hmm. And I was saying, with proper coaching, I wouldn't have hated to have a guy like Hassan Whiteside on a cheap contract.
Yep.
But a guy like DeMarcus Cousins, who went in, played 20 minutes, dropped 15 and 10 on the Raptors, and then got cut 20 minutes later, right? Of course I'd like to pick this guy up. And if the only criticism about him is that he doesn't have the energy to play really more than 10, 15 minutes, that's all you'd want him to play in a given night anyways. It's perfect.
And we saw it tonight. The Raptors go on scoring droughts at times throughout this year, and having a Boogie Cousins who, if he's one thing, he's a bucket, right? Can do those things. Then we obviously, maybe we can expect the heroics from Fred VanVleet on any given night, because he's been doing it for the past month, right? He's been doing all these things, and that's why the Raptors are winning. But to take some of that scoring load off is definitely going to be essential. I do want to dive into DJ Wilson as well, but Ryker, I do think we should get a drum roll for this award going. So get that drum roll rocking. Because tonight, the Scottie Barnes Award, it's going to none other than, you know what? I think people have misunderstood the Scottie Barnes Award, because we got pretty good at responding to a bunch of comments, but you and I have been crazy busy over the past little while. But I gave a peep at the comments last video, and people were mad that Scottie Barnes keeps getting this award. We've tried to explain it. The criteria is fluid. It's not necessarily the best player of the game it's not replacing the gold star. It's not any of these things. It's a fluid criteria award. But even with that, tonight, I think it's got to go to Fred VanVleet for the ridiculous stat line, the triple-double, the history, the piggyback, and I don't care what criteria you have. You can't take it away from what Fred VanVleet did in this game. So
no.
Did Scottie Barnes win the Scottie?
Deserved win. That is a well-deserved win. No snubs tonight in the Scottie Barnes Award category, Ben. I'm in full accord.
Yeah, people have been mad.
There might have been riots tonight if we had to have given the Scottie Barnes Award to somebody else. So it went to the right person.
But stay tuned for next video to see where it goes. But Fred VanVleet, we can't say enough. Threw it on Twitter, another one of those tweets. Obviously, he's behind the likes of Darius Garland, to be fair, has been good. He's one guy that I think has been underrated, so I don't want to trash on him for being ahead, even though Fred should be ahead of him. But the likes of Kyrie Irving, Derrick Rose, other guys in the Eastern Conference that don't deserve it, they're big names and all that, but got to get Freddie at least higher up on that list, right? We know the coaches better vote him in, but got to get him up higher over that list. But he's not the only one, Riker. He's not the only one.
What did he post complaining about the fan votes?
Who did?
You said Fred, he tweeted something or something?
Oh, no, we've been tweeting. We've been tweeting the votes for Kyle.
We've been tweeting. Yeah.
For Kyle Lowry. Force a habit. That's what the Raptors Digest originally was. Just a Twitter page to get votes for Kyle Lowry for All-Star when I was in junior
full
high.
Circle, Ben. Back to our roots, but now Fred VanVleet, the new mantle.
Back to the roots, back to the Twitter, that scene on there. But I'll play the animation one more time before we swing it into anyone else.
If you vote for me, all of your wildest dreams will come true.
That's right. Get voting for Fred. Get voting for Fred, folks, because he deserves it. He deserves it. Even if he doesn't, because it's going to be tough to catch the Trae Youngs, all those guys of the world with the big brands and all that behind them. But just get him up higher on that list, right? We got to do our justice as a Raptors fan base. But Riker, he's not the only one that played super well in this one tonight. You've got the box score in front of you, but I thought Pascal, especially down the stretch of this game, when Fred went out, had a solid one.
Yeah. In this game, dismal in the first half.
Yeah.
4 for 22 from distance. And then all of a sudden they turned the corner after Fred VanVleet went on his run. Pascal Siakam finished 17 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. Pretty good stat line. Not amazing efficiency. I don't have quick maths, so I don't know what 6 divided by 16 is. But right, you'd imagine that a lot of the shots in the fourth quarter were pretty good, right? A lot of his kind of attempts were in the paint, over the bigs, Pascal and Hassan Whiteside, and they all look pretty nice.
Yep.
None of them were forced. They were all pretty good attempts, and if we can get that from Pascal Siakam, especially when it was on the backs of Fred in the third, and then Pascal Siakam basically takes the load of the offense for the first 6-7 minutes to start the fourth, and we build the lead.
Yep.
That's a recipe for a good team. Now I know that this is absolutely the bare bones version of the Utah Jazz, but it felt pretty good. And Ben, another person to talk about too is OG, who had a quiet 22 points. Would you have even thought? I wouldn't have expected he was near 20 points, let alone 22 on 8 for 13 shooting, 4 for 7 from 3. So really good performances from all of our starters tonight.
I think we need to give the ball to OG more. He was looking like a guy at the start of this year before he had all of the myriad of injuries that said, okay, maybe OG could be that all-star guy. And obviously Fred struggled at the start of this year, and a lot of people were giving up on him and all that sort of stuff. But, OG came back, and he's playing within his role and doing all these sorts of things, but I like it when we gave him the ball just a little bit more, just a smidge more.
Who were we taking shots from, though? Because Fred VanVleet needed all of his shots, obviously. Yeah. Gary Trent Jr. was cold. Mm-hmm. He only took 12. Scottie Barnes, we've been begging to take more shots. He took 14 in this one. Mm-hmm. And the bench only shot 10 or 12 times total.
I got the freeze animation on. Yeah.
I like the split because I think this allows, if all of our starters are getting 12 plus shots up, it allows on any given night for the hot hand to keep going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair. 8-13. I'm just saying. I'm not complaining after Raptors W, but I just love seeing OG let them fly, get those steals. Him and Pascal did go on a pretty crazy run in the second half. I thought OG got us a lot of our buckets in the first half when we were struggling to get anything going at all. So it's wild, and apparently my hair is going. The camera's tilted as well. This is a
crazy stat, Ben. Mm-hmm. Over the last I don't remember how many games, but it was over the last 40 attempts, more than 40 attempts. Gary Trent Jr., who was 37% 3-point shooter, has been shooting 25% from 3. Awful.
Whew.
But shooter's got to shoot. I trust that he'll break out of the slump.
It's cold, but then Gary Trent Jr. in the fourth quarter. It's hot because Fred VanVleet single-handedly turned the fortune of the Toronto Raptors. Gary was hitting them. Siakam was hitting them. OG was hitting them. Boucher was scoring himself. And I do want to give a little shout-out to Chris Boucher as well, Riker, because he's a guy that has slowly, incrementally improved over the course of the season because he started off pretty low, right? Last year he's coming off from one person on this podcast, that's not me, said, and not Joshy Ice, said that he was the third best player on the team. I don't know who that was, but someone said that there. I don't know who that was, but coming into this year, really struggled. Yeah, you're throwing that one on me. But he struggled immensely, but he's been playing kind of well as of late. Had a bad game in the last one. We signed DJ Wilson. I thought he would get some run, but Boucher said, we got a couple players now coming for minutes doing these sorts of things, but I thought he came out, finished around the rim, still struggling from beyond the arc, but I thought he did a good job of getting into the dunker spot, doing his thing down low, played good defense. What were your thoughts on Chris Boucher tonight?
That's it. Eye test is a pass. Wasn't forcing any threes. Nothing big there, Ben. Starting to get close to my bedtime here. So let's... Me, a 24-year-old adult. So let's swing into the segments without
people
further ado.
Actually, I'll leave that for a segment. I'll leave that for a segment, that anecdote. But tonight, the spicy... Let's see if we can get this going. See if we can get this rocking. But I need to get these numbers going. I'm gonna manually click it. I think this is the OBS is glitching out. Is that gonna work? No. Where are we? It's a janky setup right now. We're in the process of not being janky. Do I even have it added? Riker, do I have the spicy Pile added?
I don't know.
I don't think I do. I have the OGs. But tonight, the spicy Pile of the day. Think of spicy peppers flowing everywhere and everything rocking out, but we don't currently have it going in the 2 frames per second awards. Did I switch my computer and it's still 2 frames per second? I'm just mad here now. Okay, it is what it is. But I think the audio should be fine. I'm gonna look into all this, trying to make the lives better. Once my new computer comes in, it'll be fine. But it's clearly got to go to Fred VanVleet, doing everything out there, and probably the lob. He had one lob to OG, which was really nice, and he had the final lob that sealed him to a triple-double to Precious Achiuwa. Is there anything else it could possibly go to in this game? Maybe his block.
No.
His block where he Roy Hibbert it, right around the rim. Verticality, did all that sort of stuff. I don't know. Lots of, just overall, Fred VanVleet getting those W's, but not all plays can be the spicy Pile in the day, and some just make you say, oh, geez. And tonight, the OG's play of the day, it's going to Chris Boucher. I don't know if you have one in mind, Riker, but he was hustling in this game, running down the court, getting the dunker spot, throwing down some yams. I don't know if he had any blocks in this game, but I thought he played solid defense. Definitely had a bunch of tip passes, seemed to press on every possession, not those cheap LaMelo Ball presses. He was going for those crazy steals, and when he got subbed off, Riker, that man was on the bench, huffing and puffing. He was exhausted. He was chilling there. People are saying Chris Boucher looked like Riker after taking some melatonin right now.
He looked like me after walking from my bedroom to my kitchen, Ben. That's how easily I get tired nowadays. But you don't often see NBA players show as much fatigue as Chris Boucher did. So clearly he was out there working, and that's all you want from the guy. Working, but in control, right? Not being sloppy and not playing low IQ basketball. And there's been a real turnaround in his game the last couple games, and you've mentioned it every night. And he just seems to be building on solid performances, solid decision making. I love what I'm seeing from the guy, especially after getting paid, right? It would suck to give him that money and then kind of want him gone the next season after. So he's making himself a role on this team.
Well, he's a free agent this year, sir. So he's playing for that contract again. He got his contract last year for $7 million. Team picked him up for this year, and now he's playing for that big contract. But It's gonna be interesting to see what happens there. But Riker, let's go with this final official award with the one, the only. It's becoming infamous. The Golden Kazoo. I don't know if you have your kazoo out there. We had our two. That's in the living room. Don't wanna pass out there. But Riker, the first half is clearly a Golden Kazoo of this game. Is there anything more specific, more locked in that you want to give it to?
No, that summarizes it perfectly, Ben. The first half was dismal, and there was many a times that I was thinking about turning off the game just to watch some Netflix or some YouTube, but I stuck with it. Thank God I did.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you wouldn't have witnessed that third quarter. What an amazing third. What an amazing moment in Raptors history to be watching history live time and knowing that it was happening.
Yeah. No.
It was pretty special.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Historic, as the broadcast said. And we have a big super chat. Big super chat from Menagerie. Is that French? I don't know. I started practicing French again. I was struggling on it, and I'm back now. But why can't I find Pascal, OG, or LeBron in the points per game standings, NBA.com? None of them are in the standings there or at ESPN or CBS. It's bugging me. Interesting.
LeBron?
They're pretty high up there in points per game, so I'd be surprised if they're not
Let
in the
me
rankings.
tell you, sir.
Yeah,
what's the Siakam?
I can't touch this
there.
delicate setup that I have on my computer right now.
And you can compare them to the stat leaders that you see. Siakam this season, care to guess, Ben?
20 points? 19 something?
20.4.
20.4. Okay.
Yeah, so you wouldn't be very high up in the points per game leaderboard. OG's points per game? Venture to guess?
18.
Career best this year?
18?
19.
19. 19.3. And Freddie Valet's got to be low 20s. 21. After tonight's got to be 22.
Allow me to check.
Scoping it out. Get that smooth check before we swing into that final alarm. Given those
verdict is in. What was your guess?
22.
Surprisingly low.
What's it
21.3.
After tonight, it'll be 22. That's my take. After they upload the things, you know what I'm saying?
That's kind of cool, though. All of our three best players or our three tenured players are all about 20 points per game.
Yeah. And then Gary is a guy that should be sneaking his way up there, hopefully. Getting a few buckets
I'd say he's probably only averaging 12,
16.
13.
I'd say 16.
Really?
I could be overestimating.
I'm thinking 12, 13 because he's been real inconsistent.
We also have a Bueno Kitty flaming some refs in there, and I gotta, people are talking about the refs.
Wow.
What's Gary?
16.6.
I'm sniping these things here tonight.
Wow.
But
all right.
People are roasting the refs, Riker. What do you have just anything to say about the refs? Because
no, I'm too tired to get into any tiffs or rows about the referees.
Because I am not too tired to get into some tiffs or rows about the referees because they've been trash this year. They were good for a month. And now they're just... Because they got rid of the rules with all the touch foul shooting and all that. They let all that stuff slide for the first month of the season. Then you got your Hardens of the world complaining and sooking, right? Sookie bears to Adam Silver and all that. And then, right, now we get all this soft stuff back in the league. I sound like I'm 50, but I don't like the refs lately, and they hate the Raptors. But Riker, I think we should sound it off to this final alarm.
Sound it off.
Well, we might. Let's see if I added this one.
Oh,
I thought
yes.
I did.
All right, save the magic. I'm just checking the other games.
Yeah, this. Oh, I do. Okay. The regular alarm is back with the noise. We're waking up the dogs.
Oh,
And the young children, I was halfway through and I couldn't get the audio to go down. This is we're hustling on this podcast.
That's a tough look.
We apologize for waking up the dogs. People flame us occasionally for our homemade alarms, so we bring it back occasionally by accident. The
Just to
OG
remind people
sound.
what they're missing.
Just to wake up some pets. That's what we're here to do. But as is tradition with the final alarm, get a little like spike going for the Toronto Raptors, for Fred VanVleet, for history, because the Raptors are goated. They're goated. That's what I'm saying. But people are rip the headphones. No, I don't. I'm sorry for the headphones, folks. I'm sorry for whatever Tom Duke is saying. Ben is milky.
You smooth.
We
You
got
creamy.
the animation
You taste like butter.
playing here tonight.
No
But
butter.
it must be uncomfortable for Ben living in a tilted house like that. Man, I have my camera set. I bumped my camera while I was hustling and fixing this. Do you see the chat? My camera's just...
No, I'm trying not to make my internet an issue, so
That's fair.
I
That's fair.
keep minimal tabs open. I'll join it quickly, see what it's like.
That's fair. That's fair.
See how bad the 2 frames a second are. 252 people in the lobby. Ben, what should we talk about?
I'm reading the chat. I'm seeing what people are saying. Bing a bong, bing a long dong. Ryker Richard. What was
Oh
it?
man, the quality is so bad and so slow. How do we have people that actually tune in to watch this?
Yeah, this is tough. I think I have to do the latency or whatever on this new computer, because I had a safer latency on my thing.
People must just tune in to that's funny. People must just tune in to audio only. Yeah, and then your camera sideways. Oh gosh. I think our production is getting worse over time.
It is. It's getting worse. It's got to get worse to get better, right?
That's true.
That's where we're at today.
What did Kanye say in Donda, an album which you didn't love, but Donda said it. It's not. Wait, the dawn is darkest before the day. Wait, what is the expression? It's darkest.
The dawn
before
is
the
darkest
day.
before the day.
It's something about being the darkest before the sun comes up. If you don't know, I don't know. You're leaving me out here and stranded here with this reference.
I'm also watching this stream.
I guess I should have known it because I should have.
Every 3 seconds, right?
I was the one who brought it up, but hey, that's the way it goes.
You bring up these
saying Riker looks like Joe Byron.
You look
Byron.
like Joe Biden?
Hey yo, Bing bong.
Joe Biden? Did someone say you
Byron? Take me to the White House, baby. Hey yo, Bing bong.
Bing bong? Man,
that's my favorite video on the internet, among many.
Yeah, among many.
And yeah, oh, that's a great comment. Ben and Riker on that maritime dial-up internet. Everybody, it's always darkest before the dawn. Before the dawn. That makes way more sense than the dawn is the darkest before the day. Oh man! But shout out to anybody
Guys,
knowing what dial-up.
The dawn is darkest before the morning.
Oh man! you know you've lost all hope at coherency when you're rambling like this. So that's the way that it goes. But Ben, you know who wasn't?
Who wasn't?
You know who wasn't incoherent? Was Fred VanVleet in this game? He coherently said, "Let me put this team on my back and let me score for you guys. Don't waste your energy, all right? I only want Chris Boucher to look like Chris Boucher on the bench. OG, Scottie, Pascal, you guys relax. Let me do this for you." It's similar to when you play pick up with Ben. He can get it done. If you want dribble moves, you want house of highlights, dishes, fancy passes, chocolate thunder, white chocolate, right? Or kind of a really janky, broken 3-point shot form that sometimes goes in. You got it all. Whatever you want.
It's butter. When I'm playing consistently, it's wet. When I don't play, it's trash. That's the vibes. But
Did Scottie Barnes win the Scottie Barnes Award in the chat?
he was in there early.
No.
He was in there
That
when
was the
we
answer
gave that
tonight.
thing out. But Riker's
microwave. What does that mean? Can you explain
Like you
this
heat up
reference?
quickly?
It's pop culture to me.
The microwave's like because you heat it up quick, like you get that quick heat up, like a hot pocket or something.
Don't hit the like button; it will crash. No, hitting the like button will save. Fred's,
Saves my life actually.
Save Ben's computer.
Yo, I don't know what's on. It's a bit. I haven't adjusted the bit rate on this. That's a noob move by me, but I'm a noob when it comes to live stream stuff. But we're learning, right? Life's about growth. And we've only gone backwards this past week, but we're going up in the future.
All right, Ben. All
Stop
right.
playing slow mo.
We might have to just pause the lives and do pre-recorded
face you were just
until
froze
Ben's
on
new
when I saw.
computer arrives.
No, it's tradition. I'm gonna amp up the bit rate. Don't sing because then we might get copyrighted.
Oh, true. I'll save my XXX Tentation for another time.
For our losses.
Yeah.
When it is what it is. But guys,
The touch was good.
it was slower. Kyle Anderson or Ben's computer. This is like a proper computer too. Like this is my work computer. This is like a software engineering like powerhouse. Now I got a bigger
Ben's-
one coming.
Ben's house took an edible. That's funny. A little bit off kilter tonight.
Gonna have to get a new house. A new house for the new podcast. That's that's where we're going. But guys, y'all are the best for making it this far.
Yeah, if you did, kudos to you.
250
Only the real
to
ones.
you.
Only the real ones
You know
can
what?
make it
I'm gonna
this far.
play the balloons with the green screen. Just gonna do it. I'm gonna get it going. Oh, it's looking green here now too with the CPU. This might be really loud too, actually. Hope it's not. I apologize. No, it looks good. Got the green screen. This is behind the scenes. What happens with all of our animations, but this one didn't have the cool green screen stuff. But you should pre-record a reaction. People say that, but then we don't get the fun of the chat, right? We don't get the fun interactions with the folks. But you guys are the best. This was an electrifying game for Fred VanVleet. Absolute champ, absolute beast, absolute all-star. Vote for the man. Get him those votes. If you're a coach out there and you're a big fan of the Raptors Digest, right? We gotta get this rocking. And Race Mode Daily saying, when does the show start? The show's been going, Race Mode. The show's been going. Has this
Take that
been...
energy, bundle it up, and save it for next episode, sir, because this one is signed, sealed.
I think Riker, we need to keep going. Get the show started for another half hour, sir.
Some of the comments in this, Ben, have been absolute gems. Riker's Wi-Fi running the same stat line as Malachi Flynn's. 0.
Between your Wi-Fi, my
mouth fell
computer, your what?
My mouth fell off.
Yo, I heard that wrong.
Oh.
Man, guys, I guarantee the next podcast will be the greatest live stream.
Galactic. Ben, this is an important question to answer
Yep.
before we officially sign it off.
No, it's not going to be laggy going forward. It will be fixed. It will be fixed. We're in a transition phase here tonight with a new computer, with a new setup.
Ben has ordered an X3. Wait, is that what they're called?
Oh yeah, I got it. Well, that Mac is supposed to be coming. I'm on my work laptop right now, so this is the in betweener because my old laptop was dying. It was slowly just. That's why the streams have been getting worse and worse in quality because of my Mac. I also built a robot that I just run throughout the day to make videos, so that probably trashed my laptop too. But that is what it is. But Riker knows what I'm talking about. But, so that's been going downhill. It's got to a point now where I just don't trust it on the old live streams. So in the in-between phase, I'm using my my Verifino laptop. So I had
You ordered
to
a $6,600 laptop, so the quality will be going to the moon, as they say. And there's lots of good roasts coming in tonight. One, not really a roast, but Rick Moore saying Riker's going to be doing post games from bed soon. I think I will at some point just start one in the bed just for the culture. But Ben, it will the golden kazoo is messing with the connections. That's funny.
I think
people
it is
asking.
honestly.
Ben's internet listed as questionable as DNP. Day to day.
Did not show
play.
up in this one.
Oh man. But Ben, we're getting we're towards the end of this here now. Feel free to.
I don't know if I can sign us off. I think we have to go through the night.
Right.
There's no
The
words
lights are
for
coming
it.
off.
There's no
This is the
word for it.
curtain
The
call,
lights
Ben.
are coming on. That's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough. Anyways, folks, you can see Riker's bedroom. We're getting this stuff rocking. But, folks, y'all are the best for making this far. Check out the Instagram, the Twitter, the TikTok. It's been popping, Riker. The TikTok has been popping. And the Race Mode Daily. Super chat coming in. Race Mode Daily is always coming in clutch to keep these pods going. Will $2 buy better Wi-Fi? It shall.
Closing
It shall.
time.
Honestly,
Time
I'm
for all the so gather up your friends. I know who I wanna take me home. I know who I wanna take me home. Take me home.
we need the Bueno Kitty to sound off Riker. Tell him to sleep well. Then we can sign it off officially. But check out the TikToks. That's one thing I do say. And the Instagram and all that cool stuff. I usually say it, but we were usually trash on that. But yeah, Ben's internet performance is like Tremont Waters. TikTok most searched website over Google. Crazy. But I keep reading the chat. Do you have any last words, Riker? You sounded off.
The internet followed Dragic to Miami.
To Slovenia for personal reasons.
Yeah, this is so funny. I love the chat. I love you guys. Good night, Ben.
The live is still going.